What's going on today, guys? Well, I've got a car that I don't really know much about. It got dropped off me for doing the head gasket. Turned out to be rod bearings. Anyways, we were working on it and I got it done, got it running finally, and I can't get the fans to kick on. Now that being said, it is like 40 degrees outside, so it's gonna take a little bit longer, but I don't wanna overheat it because it doesn't have a cooling, or it doesn't have a temperature gauge on it. So one way to check to see if the fans are actually still working is to force them to work via a little battery or putting power to them. I'll show you a quick little way of how I check to the fan motors to see if they're even working. So we'll get to it. So right here's our fan motor, and it's got some rust on it. So the car's been out in the weather a bit. So I want to make sure that I can get this fan to start, because the hose feels pretty hot and I don't have a gauge to tell me how hot it actually is, but I want to check to see if these fans are working or not. So we'll locate our clip, and it's down here on this car, and we're gonna go ahead and undo this clip, get it out, and then take our voltmeter, put it on your ohms, and just double check to make sure that the fan actually has continuity going through it. There it is. We've got zeros showing up, and you can't tell, but I'm in the connector. But if I go ahead and take one of them out, maybe, there we go. One, and so that means that we've got continuity going in between the motor. So the motor actually has the components where the positive and the negative are connected. They're good to go, and you can actually send power to it. So the next thing we're gonna do is, I've got a little motorcycle battery, and this works with a car battery if you've got long enough jumpers, or sometimes you can jimmy rig drill batteries, but be very, very careful with drill batteries because they're more than 12 volts. So if you can find something with 12 volts, that's the biggest thing. Easiest way is to grab just your car battery if you have long enough leads, but I happen to have a little battery and it's only got 8 volts in the battery, and it still will be able to turn these motors. So I've got batteries, I've got a couple jumpers, and I've got a couple paper clips to actually get inside of the clip. So we'll go ahead, we'll put it together, and I'll show you a quick way to see if it's actually spinning or not. Got our jumpers hooked up in the fan side, so our fan's right here, jumpers are right there, and I've got my positive and negative ends of my terminal. And if we touch the positive to the battery, we can see that the fan actually turns on. Now, fans are kind of special in a way where they don't have really a positive or negative. I mean, they do to get it to spin the right way, but for what we're doing, we can actually go ahead, and I was on this one, and then I've got positive, and it spins the fan the right way. But if I go ahead and I switch this, the fan still works, but it's going the wrong way. So you can switch polarity with it. Don't hold it on there for very long, but you can switch polarity to check to see if your fan's actually working. Cool, well that's a quick and easy way to tell if your fan's actually working, or if the motor in your fan is working. Now you can go ahead and make sure that it's still freely spinning, and if it's not, you can do this test and see if it's not, and then replace it. Well, hopefully you guys found that useful, helpful in any way. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. As always, take it easy, everyone. Peace.